if I had to start over, one thing I would do differently is hire the right people with their specific specialty. Kasi
Mm.
sometimes pag sisimula ka lang, syempre you would hire your friend, you hire your
Mm.
kakilala,
Oo.
kasi you know the person.
Mm.
But sometimes that could get in the way. All right, welcome to another episode of Kaka Computer. And in this episode, we'll be talking about starting your own tech company. And in this episode, I'm joined by Cleo and Franz.
Ay.
Hello.
All right, so yeah, let's get straight to the topic now. Starting your own tech company. Any thoughts, experiences, insights from any of you guys?
Ikaw nauna ka eh.
Sige, ako muna.
Oo.
So,
Mas veteran 'to eh.
sige, when starting a tech company, it mainly involves two things eh. Whether you're offering a product or a service to people, whether you're catering to businesses or consumers na. So, um basically you need to ano lang, identify ano yung product or services na kaya mong i-offer. And a lot of people think na kailangan maraming tao or may building ka, may office ka to have your own company, but it only involves even isang tao lang offering their skill, their product, and that's a business, that's a company na per se, no? How about you guys?
So as I mentioned, the lapit lang. The money making part of the tech company is when you're actually providing value to your customers. You're solving a problem. And so I actually have a cousin who has a logistics company, and they really have problems with their inventory and how they actually track their shipments. And that is the main that's the main product that my company is actually trying to solve. So if you are actually answering a need from your clients, that's when you know they're willing to pay for what you are going to offer them.
Right. Ikaw, Franz.
Oo, I think this is a perfect topic kasi recently, I
Oo,
started the
nag-start ka,
business,
'di ba?
oo.
Oo.
It's,
Congrats.
Josie AI and, our main product is VE Coach Josie. It's an AI virtual assistant coach and, but before Josie AI, ang dami ko ng business na nag-fail. Yung iba even before I started it, failed na siya. Just recently lang, my co-founder and I started Hey Shop Hero.
Mm-hmm.
December lang yon. Tapos pivot kami kasi sabi ko, meron siyang competition sa mga freelance clients ko so hindi pwede. So overnight, over the weekend, nag-isip ako and then lumabas kasi itong lovable.dev. It's a tool na parang um, it's an AI tool na i-convert yung prompt into a app ganyan. So pinaglaruan ko siya. And then overnight, naisip ko, what if I will create a AI coach? Kasi sa tagal na namin ng misis ko na sa VA industry siya, VA siya, ako software developer. Ang dami nagtatanong paano ba maging virtual assistant. Mostly kasi sila mga ano eh, mga walang work na gusto mag-work from home, ganyan. Tapos minsan na ano kami kasi hindi sila nasasagot. So, I think that's one problem na nakita ko na puwedeng i-solve ng AI.
Mm-hmm.
So, nung time na ni-release ko si VE Coach Josie, ang dami. For the last 24 hours, parang meron na kaming sign up na 600 users, registered users. And then from there, times 2, times 2, times 2, hanggang sa nag-reach na siya ng for like two weeks, meron na kaming 1,500 registered users.
Congrats.
Oo,
Nice.
pero free yun, walang ano. So that means na-validate yung idea. And, yeah, nagpalit kami ng infrastructure ngayon, nasa almost 2,500 users na kami. So pina-process na yung mga paid features ganyan, waiting na lang ng mga, ah, legal kasi recently lang na-approve yung Paymongo ganyan. So, yun yung aking experience kay,
So,
VE
so
Coaches.
may mga paying users na.
Wala pa.
Ah,
Kasi,
okay.
ngayon nagbibigay kami ng free credits kasi yung business
So
model
you're more on marketing the product,
marketing,
para
oo.
maging kilala siya sa mga
Yes,
tao.
oo. Actually, to be honest, mas mahirap mag-market kaysa mag-build. Kasi 'pag nag-build ka, sarili mo lang and then, i-implement mo lang yung idea. Pero 'pag market ka, parang ipi-please mo kasi yung tao na, "Hey, i-try niyo 'to." Kailangan mong ipakita yung value ng product mo dun sa tao. So, which is mahirap kasi maraming users pero sino ba sa kanila yung willing magbayad, 'di ba?
Yeah. And yun naman talaga yung number one validator ng idea or business mo, 'di ba? Is it's the customers, the
Yeah,
users themselves.
yeah.
Kasi pag ikaw lang, medyo syempre bias ka kasi
Oo,
sarili mong gawa to.
totoo 'yan.
Oh, ikaw lang natutuwa sa ginagawa mo, wala namang gumagamit,
Oo,
'di ba?
oo.
So, yun yung number one validator ng
Oo,
idea mo.
oo.
And siguro going back to the topic, ako naman,
Mm,
in terms of tech company, I've built several.
mm,
Number one talaga is I've built Pocket Devs. So,
mm,
Pocket Devs before, it was birthed during the pandemic.
mm,
So, that time, a lot of businesses, physical ones, medyo bumaba yung sales and a lot were transitioning online. So, ako, back then, I had some free time. Uh, Pag wala akong ginagawa sa work or even after work, um, naisip ko na why not offer my services like helping them set up their online stores, ganyan. And yun, nagkaroon ako ng maraming clients. Essentially, it was a one-man business. So, um, I reach out to businesses and see if open ba sila to the idea na gawan ko kayo ng online store, ganyan, ganyan. So it boomed from there kasi yun nga maraming nagtitinda online
oo,
or
oo.
gustong maging exposed online,
Mm,
not just
mm,
physically.
mm,
And then as clients came in, so medyo dumami na, more than I can handle. So I reached out to my friends back in college, and then yun, I asked some people to help, and essentially they were my first
mm,
employees, and
mm,
uh, that's when I learned the number one lesson I did when starting a business is you have to manage or you have to separate your business finances from
oo,
your personal finances.
yes.
Kasi every night I think can I make payroll for my
Mm,
employees?
mm.
Kaya ko bang i-sustain? Sometimes there are days na pag mahina talaga I'd take some from my own money just to
Nag-hire ka kaagad
uh,
pala?
not really kaagad
Parang
but
freelance lang sila, gano'n? Oo.
ganun. But yun, as it grew on, um, yung essential part doon is na you have a ano parang fund for at least 6 months
Mm,
na you can sustain
mm,
the business ganun. So yun, as starting out there were months na mahina and there were months really na sobrang lakas talaga,
oo,
and siguro it was in 2021 when we really boomed,
mm.
when we started taking on international clients na.
Nice.
So that's when we really expanded from a team of 3, naging 12 kami,
Wow,
14,
bilis,
ganyan.
ah.
Oo, kasi we were thinking small that
Oo,
time
oo.
na kasi yung mahirap kasi when you take on clients na maliit yung budget, sila pa yung sobrang daming revisions, sobrang daming ano, uh,
Ayoko na lang mag-talk.
okay, you guys, can you share your experiences with.
Hindi, tama 'yun, tama 'yun. Ikaw Cleo, anong
Yeah,
experience mo?
actually, mas okay yung international clients. And in terms of like working with them, ethics, professionalism, they are top notch.
Mm.
And binabarat ka kasi ng local clients. That's really like a common scenario.
Oo.
White Cloak Technologies is a custom software development company. They build mobile and web applications. They work with leading brands in banking and real estate. Visit their website at www.whitecloak.com to know more.
Oo.
Mm.
Actually, as a freelancer for more than a decade, ang dami ko experience sa ganyan. So, um, yeah, simula nung one time hindi na ako kumuha ng local, so puro international na lang. And it's really like fun working with international clients kasi I don't know, siguro sa work ethic sila like if okay na sa kanila, okay na 'yon. But yeah, I mean hindi naman lahat as a local client, hindi naman lahat kasi syempre naintindihan natin na napaka-importante ng pera dito sa Pilipinas. So dapat makuha nila yung ine-expect nilang output
Yeah.
doon sa project. And it depends on kung paano siguro yung communication ng client and the vendor nung project.
Yun. So, sa akin naman, a bigger, if I had to start over, no,
Mm.
one thing I would do differently is hire the right people with their specific specialty. Kasi
Mm.
sometimes pag sisimula ka lang, syempre you would hire your friend, you hire your kakilala,
Oo.
kasi you know the person.
Mm.
But sometimes that should get in the way.
Mm.
And
Di mo
hiring
pwedeng pagalitan kasi masisira
Oo, yun.
Oh,
pagkakaibigan
yung
niyo.
friendship nyo
Mahiya
over.
ako or
Oo.
baka, "Uy, kamusta na yung project?"
Sundot-sundutin mo lang.
Oo. So, yun. And then, the other thing that I had to do differently was not offer a lot of services but niche down. So,
Yes. Napaka-importante nun.
kasi when we started Pocket Devs, we catered to all kinds of projects.
Kasi
From,
masarap, 'di ba? Ang daming projects.
oo. From like, let's say, mobile apps, Shopify stores, custom systems, we catered to them all. And okay lang naman kasi you get more clients that way. But the problem with that is you don't get to scale.
Oo.
Maiipit ka dun sa mga projects na yun
Yes,
kasi
that's true.
first time mo pa yun, so mababagal ka until if nag-niche down ka, let's say ikaw, di ba, Shopify developer ka, so
Oo.
if you focus on just Shopify
Yes.
alone,
Oo.
parang you've done this a million times, so parang madali na lang. And then you can,
Actually, yan din yung main reason kaya ako nag-niche down. Although, as a freelance, syempre, pwede akong kumuha ng iba't ibang klase ng projects. But then, I decided na I niche down. And fortunately, nung nag-pandemic, nag-boom talaga yung Shopify kasi it's an online store.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
ang
yeah.
daming, di ba? Even yung stocks ng Shopify talagang nag-boost up. So, yep, that's the, also, that's one thing that I will do differently. Ano ba? Siguro more on kinig sa mga tao. Ano ba yung tanong nila? Kasi from the question itself, dun ka makakakuha ng problem na iisipan mo na solution. Start with the solution and then go with the technology. Kasi pag inuna mo yung technology, maganda siya pero does it really solve a problem? 'Di ba? Maganda siya, yes, pero may kinakailangan ba nun? So mag-waste ka ng time kapag gumawa ka muna bago ka naghanap ng problem. It should be the other way around. So ikaw, Cleo.
Yeah, actually, related to that. Ang tagal naming nakapag-release ng version 1 dahil trinay naming i-address lahat ng end-to-end flow ng logistics. When in fact, we could have like shrink it down feature by feature. So,
Yes.
in software development, we have this thing called feature-based releases. So, in a certain version, i-encapsulate mo yung mga features na would fall on that version. So, we could probably have done that para makapag-market validation kami agad. So, we could
Tama.
probably remove the features that are not really resonating well with the client. So, parang isang bagsakan yung ginawa namin kaya natagalan kami
Oo.
mag-release.
Tapos, pag nakuha ba yung feedback ng users na
parang-
hindi naman nila ginagamit yung
Yes.
feature na to. Tapos,
So, parang nasayang yung dev time,
Oo,
yung
di ba?
effort
Oo.
din, and the resources that actually was spent to make that. So, if I could have done it differently, I would really release chunk by chunk and then have it
Yes.
tested the
Oo.
soonest time you can.
Minsan, parang mas okay pa na kunin mo muna yung feedback ng user
Yes.
tapos tsaka mo gawin yung feature kasi yun yung hinahanap nila.
Yep.
Kaysa unahin mong gawin yun, wala namang gagamit.
Yep.
Oo. Like, nag-aksaya ka ng oras sa dark mode, wala namang
Oh.
yung mga users mo sa ganyan, no? And ako din, one thing na I learned throughout the years of building businesses is that, and I guess this is an advice for you, Rans, no? When you release something for free, let's say, yun, yung VA Josie or like a free service,
Yes.
those free users doesn't really
Convert.
to
Yes.
so if kung
Actually, kung nagkataon lang na implement agad namin yung ang tagal kasi ng mga approval ng mga payment eh. So anyway, sige, go.
So yun, we kasi sa Pocket Devs we partner with startups din, like delivery apps. So on our initial maraming sign-ups, maraming but when we lock it behind the paywall na, onti lang yung nag-convert.
Wala na. Oo.
So siguro if you have one paying user, that's equivalent to 10,000 free users na based on my experience. So ayun, so yung core lang talaga to sustain your business is to listen to your customers.
Yes, that's true.
And
That's
to ano, kasi I mean, most of us are in the tech,
Yeah.
so we're biased towards maganda 'tong
Oo,
gamitin, yung
oo.
mag-Rust tayo, mag-Go tayo kasi
Oo.
mas mabilis 'to, ganyan, ganyan. And in fact,
Mm.
again, what's important is you solve their problems.
Yes,
If
yes.
regardless kung ano yung tech man yung ginamit mo,
Yes,
as long
kasi
as
wala naman silang pakialam dun, eh.
oo,
Parang ano ba
Agree.
'to? Ano ba 'tong, nag-react ako dito, anong gagawin ko?
All
Oh,
they see is the end product, and
yes,
all they
that's
care about is madali yung gamitin, and
mm.
it addresses their needs. Yeah.
yeah.
Tama ka
And
diyan, Cleo.
as a tech company, your users, your paying customers are your lifeline.
Yeah,
So if you
Yes.
don't if you have none of that, then
walang business.
oh, what
Mm.
is your company for?
Yes. Yep. So, anong mga advice nyo before tayo mag-end?
So, I guess my advice, ako muna.
Sige, go, go, go.
So, my first piece of advice is you have to love what you're doing and not just the ending na parang, uy,
Mm.
I've built a
Kasi,
successful tech company. No, you have to love uh, building products. You have to love talking to customers. You have to love listening to them. You have to love managing your projects kasi it's all part of the process. Eh. And
yes,
then if you don't enjoy that process, hindi magbabago 'yan, you
yes.
won't enjoy the output din.
Totoo
Ayan.
yan. Tama ka dyan, Brad. Ikaw naman, Cleo.
So, matagal nang may nag-encourage sa akin na mag-start ng own tech company ko. Kasi sabi nila, I actually like skilled enough to build one. But I
Yes,
was very
you are.
very scared kasi coming from a technical background, I don't have much business acumen.
Mm.
So, it became a limitation to me to actually like really jump and
Mm.
start and risk it all. So, if there's one thing that I would like to say to everyone, just do it. You'll actually learn it along the way. For sure, you will fail, and then from that failures, may mga learnings naman. For example, you lose your first 100K or that's a very expensive lesson, but at least you will use that as a stepping stone for
Yes.
you to actually like, like step up to the next level. So
Yeah.
yes.